Hey guys, so in CN, the patch 3.2 has just released the information about the new characters, and this is the first one, Beryl, and she is an intellect character. I was expecting plant, but alright. Um, yeah, very interesting. I really like her design, very cool, and there's like crystals and everything. So this is her ultimate. Right, so she has all this little crystal around her, and then she's shooting crystal down from the sky. And yeah, so this is her gameplay. I do believe she is a sub DPS or actually a support unit. So she play around with these crystals. All right, at this point we don't know exactly what is her kit, but they did describe it to us. However, just do note that usually there are some finer details that they will release later, and sometimes that changes how we view, the character. So this is the crystal. At the start of the round, you technically can pick 2 out of 3, and I heard people say maybe at P5 or something you get to pick all. But there are 3 crystal: green, blue, and purple. So each of it have a different effect, and I have the translation at the end of this video, so you can look for that. But basically, her gameplay changed slightly in the sense that you will put her in a different team. So this one, if I'm not mistaken, is the blue crystal, and you play with the follow-up attack team, which is why Fatutu and Florida Page. And then you have the purple crystal, which to me kind of make her more of a DPS because there's some additional mental damage when you use the purple one. But you need to be actively casting spell. Then you get some effects. Okay, to be specific, it's the halo that she get. But I'm not sure what exactly that is for or how much the buff that it provides. It's just basically one is her buff. And I believe her whole mechanic would revolve around that. Okay, and next here they show us is the blue and purple one, so I think kind of make her like active and follow-up attack all will grant her halo. Okay, and if you look into the enemy, there is also some debuffs on them, like burn. So it seems that she's also having some burn mechanics. And for this one is with Marcus team, so the green one, the green crystal is related to rank up, which is why she would work for the rank up team. So for Beryl skill and ultimate, this is the translation, but do note that this translation is AI translated based on the information that is available on the Chinese website. Yeah, so here S1 is a single target attack, deal mental damage. If the target has fewer than a certain number of halo, or there are no other enemy units, apply halo to the target. Okay, so you inflict halo on the enemy. S2 is self buff, grant the user foresight, and out is an area or effect attack, deal mental damage, redistribute the halo stack held by all enemies based on their current HP. How it redistribute, they never mentioned to us. So, and for the status effect description, halo reduces the healing received by the afflicted unit. Okay, maybe they will be giving us some fight that is the boss will keep healing themselves, so maybe this becomes very useful, but it's certainly something new to our 6-star rosters. At the end of the turn, the unit suffer relative damage. Okay, so I believe this is kind of like poison. It should be burn. So halo is a form of burn, I would say. After taking effect, the number of stacks is reduced by half. Yeah, so it works just like burn. Not sure if it will be counted as burn. So if that's the case, on top of the burn stack that the enemy also have halo. So would that be double burned? Maybe if it is, then it will increase some damage scaling based on burn stacks, which is what Isolde's ultimate does. And that's not surprising because Easel is also getting Euphoria this patch. Okay, for Foresight, it lowers the amount of Afterglow increase required to trigger Inevitable Doom. Inevitable Doom is her follow-up attack. And Afterglow, I believe that will be the buff on herself. I saw it that she have a similar looking buff as Mercuria. So I believe that is her force field. So based on the number of halo maybe on the enemy or something, then her force field will probably upgrade. Now for her insight at the start of the battle, select Beryl's Overflow combination, obtain Converging Lens. Each time Afterglow increases by a certain amount, Beryl trigger one Inevitable Doom. So that is similar to Nautica Blood Tie. If the Blood Tie increases by a certain amount, she will do a follow-up attack. So I think that is pretty much the same. Obtain Upper Refraction. Critical rate is increased. Beryl Passion meter is increased. Converging Lens Afterglow is increased. Okay. Not much I can extract from there. From the start of turn 2, second round, second turn, Beryl gained one Various Overflow card. So if you watch the video of the showcase that I showed you earlier on, she have this this special card, which is Various Overflow, and it's sometimes purple, blue, or even green. Yeah, so Various Overflow have different tiers and ranks. So the more corresponding overflow you have, the higher the probability of obtaining a high tier Various Overflow card. I also do not know what to make use of the info. I just know that you have higher tier Various Overflow, and I'm not sure if this is just random or is manipulatable. And lastly, at the end of the turn, if Afterglow reaches a certain amount, Beryl Passion and meter will increase. Okay, so she can get Moxie easier. Okay, and Converging Lens, whenever an enemy is inflicted with burn or halo, Afterglow increases. Alright, the fewer enemy there are, the more Afterglow is gained. At the start of the turn, increase critical rate for the entire allied team for that turn based on the amount of Afterglow. So you want to get as much Afterglow as possible. Inevitable Doom is an area of effect attack. Deal mental damage to enemy. Deal additional mental damage to target with the highest number of halo. Different overflow type will attach additional effect to this attack. Okay, interesting. Upper Refraction, a force field barrier that provides different effect based on the type of overflow. Okay. Various Overflow provide different effect based on type of overflow. Okay, not much I can extract from there. Now, for the Blue Crystal, at the start of the battle, she can select several types out of 3 kinds of overflow: blue, purple, and green. So this is for the blue one. The Inevitable Doom, attack, deal mental damage, that's the same. Additional to the attack with the number higher. Okay, that is the same. A certain probability to trigger Inevitable Doom and additional time. Okay, so this should be the effect of the Blue Crystal. A force field barrier that provides different effect based on the overflow. When attacking, if it's an extra action, applies halo to the target. Okay, so you want to focus on follow-up attack. Provide different effect based on the overflow type, and we are not sure exactly what that is. Now for the Green Crystal, same area of effect, more halo, more damage. Incantation is tier is raised and it deals additional mental damage. Okay, again, force field provide different effect. Yeah, I think this is all the same, and the main difference here is how you inflict halo on the enemy. As for the Purple Crystal, the attack Inevitable Doom is the same, but there is one star there. It says deal additional mental damage based on the amount of Afterglow. So this one, if you're using Purple Crystal, you want to get as much Afterglow as possible. Of course, at the moment, I do not know how to actually gain it faster. We will have to wait until the full kit is announced. Okay, Upper Refraction, a force field barrier that provides different effect. Okay, that's the same. And then Various Overflow provide different effect base. Yeah, so that is pretty much the same. Okay, so what's my overall thought about Beryl? I think
I really like her kit. It looks pretty fun having that different crystals. As you all should know by now, I really like characters that are versatile, that you can use them in many different things, because that's where I can explore different form of team comp and play style. So that's why I like this game. Other than that, I think she felt kind of similar to Liang Yue, which means that she has several ways that you can play her. But kind of really look more into a sub DPS than and a support. However, in the video, she is shown to be with Flutterpage, 42, and Isolde. So it seems that she might be the DPS for that team. So there's a possibility if you go for blue and purple crystal, then that is more likely a DPS Beryl. While in the video for the rank up version, the green crystal, she is with Marcus' team, with Argus and Villa, which then seems like Marcus should still be the DPS in that team, and Beryl would definitely be more of a sub DPS or purely support, right? So, yeah. So overall, very interesting kit, having the Halo stack that works like burn, and she have the afterflow, afterglow, whatever the buff that she have, which is a force field and should work something like Mercuria or even Flutterpage. Yeah, so overall, very interesting. Really looking forward into looking, reading, understanding, and craft how she should be played, right? Yeah, so that's all for this video. So thank you very much for watching, and let me know what do you think about this new character in the comment section below.